Hi, Jerry with BoaterInput here, and welcome to my series on conversations where I sit down with various individuals in the boating industry to talk about various topics that might be of interest to boaters. Today's topic is on boater education. Now, whether you are a new boater or perhaps you have a teenager or a young adult in your family who would like to operate the boat by themselves, or perhaps you have had a boat for a while, but you don't get a chance to get out in the water that often, and you don't really feel comfortable or confident in your boating skills, well, learning the boating rules and regulations and safe boating habits is vital, not only for yourselves, but for other people on the water. And in many areas, you might even be required to pass an approved boater education course, depending on your age or when you were born, in order to legally operate a boat on public waterways. So today we're going to talk about resources available to increase your boater knowledge. And I'm pleased to be joined by Mr. Brian Holland, who is the co-founder of Monologix, a company that specializes in online training for recreation, including boating, through their Boat Tests 101 course. Now, during our time today, we're going to talk about why boater education matters. What are some of the common mistakes that new boaters or inexperienced boaters make, and where you can find some resources to enhance your boater skills and knowledge. So this is all about helping boaters to feel safer and more confident out on the water. So with that, I want to start by saying welcome to Mr. Brian Holland.
Thank you so much, Jerry, for having me.
Very good. Well, hey, thank you for being here. Now, when many people get into boating for the first time, they often get little or no formal training. You know, for me, when I got my first boat, I was given some very basic information on how to operate the boat, but I was pretty much left on my own to figure out how to do it all. But fortunately for me, I kind of grew up with boats, and so I had a little bit of a head start, but a lot of other people aren't so lucky. So in your opinion, why do you believe getting good boater education is so important?
Great question. So first off, I would say hats off to the regulators in the country. If you go back a generation, it basically was more or less not mandatory to get your boating certificate where you take a course before you go out on the water. And today, there is a requirement in 45 of 50 states in order to be able to drive a boat. And that provides a good standard for understanding the rules of the water. And I do think that is a great foundation to start. When you take a step back, why is a good boater education so important? The number one most important thing to me is boater safety. It saves lives and reduces accident. Many issues that happen on the water are a result of human error, and 75% of boating deaths occurred on boats where the operator had not received necessarily safety instructions too. A second reason is it ensures legal compliance. So, for example, in 45 of the 50 states, it's mandatory in order to drive a boat to take and pass a course. And so that's one thing. It also increases confidence and enjoyment out on the water when you're with your family or friends or by yourself. And the last part is, I'd say the fourth thing for me is it promotes better safety habits, making sure that people are responsible on the water. And so the water is safer for those that are swimming as well as those that are using the water for boating.
Yeah, absolutely. It's better for everybody all the way around in the boating community. So, in your experience, what are some of the more common mistakes or misconceptions that new boaters or inexperienced boaters make?
Yeah. So one rule, and I think to follow, is you want to make sure that you don't run out of fuel out on the water. And so one good way of doing that is following the 1/3 rule of using 1/3 of your gas to go out, for example, another 1/3 to return, and you have another 1/3 in reserve. And so that's a good one. A second one for common mistakes that happen is hitting the dock with your boat. And many times, a lot of beginners go too fast, and often, like slow is smooth is a good mantra to use. I remember being out with my grandfather and learning how to go, and he was reminds me of just how slow he was when he approached the dock, and that's something that has always stuck with me. Another one for common mistakes or learning is how to tie a knot and provide the proper slack when up against, when you're basically looking to dock a boat. And then another one is not watching the weather forecast. So if there going to be thunderstorms out on the water, so that's also a big one. A couple other ones too are trimming and raising the motor in shallow water, ignoring no wake zones, and another one on the boater safety side is life jackets not being worn.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I must admit I've made a few of those mistakes myself, and the one with docking, as I know, is one that intimidates a lot of boaters. And I've always heard it said that don't go any faster than you're prepared to hit the dock. So if you go slow, you're not going to do a whole lot of damage, even if you do not approach quite the right speed. Okay, it's clear that not knowing basic rules and regulations in seamanship could cause accidents, possibly get ticketed, even injury in some cases, especially when you talked about life jackets. Given that, what are some resources available to help boaters with some of that fundamental boater education?
Great. So I'd say there's two resources. So one is doing a boater education course where it's required in many states by law to be able to do. And that teaches you the rules of the water. And I would say that's one part, and I'd say that's really helpful to have basic knowledge. But I'd say it's one thing to understand the rules of the water, which you get from a course, but it's a second thing to understand how to drive a boat. And on the how to drive a boat, one good website it is howtoboating.com. And so
howtoboating.com?
Yes.
Okay, I can put a link to that in the video description. I'm not familiar with that one.
So for howtoboating.com, it was started by a person named Hanley. So he's based in Florida, and he goes through about how to actually drive a boat and whether it is docking or other pieces, and has good videos as well. So I think that can also be a good resource too.
Yeah, I think that's one of those areas that as a boating industry, and I've been involved in the boating industry for 3.5 decades. That's one of the things that I don't think we've done a good enough job in doing, is providing some of that foundational information, not only on the rules and regulations that you talked about, but for that, how to operate a boat, how to drive a boat, that kind of stuff. And I know that through Discover Boating, which is kind of the industry combined effort that I had been a part of many years ago, they're starting to do some of that, but I do think it's a bit lacking. So again, good to hear about some other resources. Okay, so now let's talk about Boat Test 101, which is the course that your company provides. What is this about, and how can it help boaters?
So I started the company back in 2010. And so we've been in the boating industry for a while now. And in order to be able to go out on a water where it is mandatory to have a boating certificate, you have to take this 3-hour online course. And so we are a provider of the course. We had to get accredited at a national level, organization called NASBLA, or National Association of State Boating Law Administrators. And then secondly, we also had to get accredited in each individual state that we're accredited. And so it is by law, you in those states, you have to, for 45 of the states, you need to get accredited. And so you go through the 3-hour online course, and it's at your own pace. So you're able to enter the course. You can leave at any time. And you also have unlimited retries as well. The intent is for a person to be able to really understand the rules of the road, rules of boating. And once you pass the course, you are issued a certificate that you're able to go out on the water. A lot of people call it a license, but it's actually more formally called a certificate. And then you're able to go out on the water. And so we've been an accredited provider for more than a decade. And when there are new updates to laws, etc., we update our course. And every 3 years, our course is recertified at the national level as well as the state level. So you can be sure that our content is up to date.
That's awesome. And in addition to knowing boating rules and regulations, yeah, I know that your course also goes through a lot of safety tips as well, which is important to know. And in full disclosure, I recently went through the Boat Test 101 course, and though I've been boating for several decades, there are a few things that I learned through that process. So great information there. And who would you say this? I mean, I know that the test is mandated in certain states, depending on, in some cases, depending on your age or when you were born. But who is your course really intended for?
So the course is really geared to beginners on the water, but frankly, it could also be used for individuals who have been on the water for some time that also just want to simply do a refresher to understand the rules of boating. Let's say that there is a grandkid that is born into the family and they haven't been on the water in 30 years, but they decide to buy a lake house or a cottage or just rent a boat, for example, to go out in the water. It could be a good refresher too. So both of those circumstances.
Yeah, and I found when I went through the course again, there's just a lot of rules and regulations and things like right of way kind of rules that you don't necessarily ever hear, even if you've owned a boat for a decade or so. You don't necessarily hear about that, and so hearing it and learning about it actually was, I think, helpful to me to be a smarter boater because no one wants to look like a newbie out on the water. So, very good. So, explain to me what your course looks like. Okay, if someone wanted to do this, and what I mean by that is, how is the information presented? What platforms can you take it on? Is there a time limit? And you already mentioned it takes approximately 3 hours or so, but tell me a little bit more what that experience is like taking your online course.
Yeah. So interestingly, today, most of the users that go through the course are actually on a mobile device as opposed to a desktop. And so our website is both mobile friendly as well as desktop friendly. So you're able to take it on any device. You can take the course from anywhere in the world, obviously, with an internet connection. And you can stop and go at any time to be able to enter and exit the course. And you have unlimited retries. For the content, so we have text in the course, we have pictures, we have some animation, a little bit of video as well. And so we also have narration too, which we're recently introducing. And then I would say in the next year, we also plan to create an interactive course. So that will also be coming down the pipeline the next year.
Awesome. And where is Boat Test 101 currently approved, and how much does it cost to take the course?
Great question. So the cost is $39.95 for the course, and we are approved in California, Colorado, DC, Florida, Hawaii, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Nevada, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia.
Okay, great. Okay, so if you're in one of those states, your state then has approved Boat Test 101 to satisfy your boater certification requirements if that's what you need. So thank you for sharing that. And there are a few different boater education courses available. Some states use different ones. Some states you have a choice. What makes your approach different than some others?
Good question. So the first thing is all of the courses. So first things, you want to make sure that you are taking a course that is accredited by NASBLA as well as the state body that you're in. And um, and so there could be a course, for example, that teaches you how to boat, but it doesn't give you the actual certificate to go in the water. So I think that's number one, is you just want to make sure that you take a course that is accredited. And so we are an accredited course provider. The other part is we look to fine tune the course to make sure that we take user feedback. And so let's say that there are certain concepts in the course where someone was having an issue with, or there may be certain questions that almost everyone got wrong. When we go through the reapproval of the course, we basically take that feedback and look to get it look to get when we go for reapproval every 3 years, we add in feedback. And so I'd say is our course will be similar, but I'd just say we've just spent more time in terms of fine tuning it to make sure that a person understands the content, and we greatly appreciate any feedback too.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about this earlier, but passing a boater certification course like this, like Boat Test 101, is one thing, but learning about good seamanship is another thing. And so what are some other resources or recommendations you would have for someone to learn how to become a good boat captain?
So I like to think of personal examples too. So for me, I got my certification, and then then I understood the rules of the water. For myself, it ended up being a family member, which ended up being my grandfather, who had a lot of experience on the water. But I'd say outside of a family member who has experience on the water, there are individuals and organizations which offer on the water courses, which are a fantastic way to be able to learn, whether it's an hour or a couple hours, is one. Another one is the Discover Boating that you had mentioned, Jerry, from before. Another resource that I liked is the How To Boating so it's howtoboating.com, and that was created by Harley Hunt. So I think those are like 3 good resources. And there's great pictures and videos on that site too. Even YouTube, YouTube actually can be a great way to be able to learn. We actually post a lot of our content now and videos on YouTube for just for awareness, but that also is like another resource as well.
Yeah, and I know there's another company called Boat Buyers. There's another YouTuber goes by the name of Boat Buyer's Secret Weapon, and he has his own little course too to becoming a good captain. And then you mentioned I guess it's called U.S. Power Squadron. U.S. Coast Guard Power Squadron has some of those, where you can have hands-on behind on the boat training, and that's great if it happens to be a chapter or course available near you. Okay, finally, if someone is interested in taking your online boater education course, how would they go about doing that?
So they would go to boattests101.com. So it's BoATTESTS 101.com, and you'd simply select your state and off you go.
Well, very good. Well, I will leave a link to that in the video description, along with where you can find approved boater education or boater certification courses in various areas. So with that, just want to say thank you, Brian, for your time today and for talking about something that is important for all of us boaters.
Thank you so much, Jerry.